working as an assistant professor physics in Maharaja Jivajirao Shinde College, Srigunda, Ahmednagar. We have started our syllabus related to solid state physics related to TY BSc class, and we have started the chapter number 4, that is magnetism. Up till now we have covered the points from this chapter such as origin of magnetic field and few of the terminologies related to magnetism. And in that we have gone through magnetic induction, intensity of magnetization, what is susceptibility, what is permeability, what is relative permeability, etc. Now based on susceptibility values and permeability values, we have seen that there are various types of magnetic materials such as diamagnetic materials, paramagnetic materials, ferromagnetic materials, ferrimagnetic materials and antiferromagnetic materials. One by one we will see what are these. First of all, we will start with diamagnetic materials. Diamagnetic materials are the materials which will not have a dipole moment in them, but when we applied, because their spin magnetic moment and their orbital magnetic moment get cancelled because they are randomly oriented, and hence the diamagnetic substances will not possess any dipole moment. But when we applied external magnetic field to such materials, then there will be creation of magnetic dipole moments and there will be creation of magnetic field. It means that diamagnetic materials are the materials in which one can induce magnetic field, but they will not have their own magnetic field as such. Hence, these materials will not have magnetic dipole moment, but one can induce dipole moments by subjecting them to external magnetic field. When we applied magnetic field, that is external magnetic field, to these diamagnetic materials, then their dipole will get oriented in the direction that induced dipoles will get oriented in the direction opposite to applied magnetic field. It means that suppose this is the diamagnetic materials and these are the atoms present in the diamagnetic material, and I have applied the magnetic field H, that is applied magnetic field, then their dipoles get oriented in the direction opposite to applied magnetic field. This is the property of diamagnetic materials. Also, as we increase, when we apply external magnetic field, these materials will get magnetized. But as soon as we remove this external magnetic field, then they will lose their magnetism. Therefore, these materials will get magnetized only in the presence of magnetic external magnetic field. and they will lose their magnetism as soon as we remove the external magnetic field applied. Also, when these diamagnetic materials are kept in uniform magnetic field, then suppose these are the magnets, these are the N and S pole, and suppose I have taken one bar magnet made up of diamagnetic materials, then this diamagnetic material will align, which is suspended from a rigid support. It will align itself in the direction perpendicular to the applied magnetic field. What is the fifth property of diamagnetic materials? If we take a bar magnet made up of diamagnetic materials and suspend it from a rigid support, then this bar magnet will align itself in the direction perpendicular to the direction of applied magnetic field. Therefore, it will look like this. Then next property. If we take diamagnetic materials and if we keep them in a dish, then an applied non-magnetic field, this is in uniform magnetic field, and suppose we take a diamagnetic material and keep them in a petri dish or so, then these diamagnetic materials will move from stronger field to the weaker field. Suppose initially I have kept the diamagnetic material at the center of petri dish, then or watch glass, then this material after application of non-uniform magnetic field, this magnetic material is observed at the periphery of the dish. Therefore, they will move from stronger part of the magnetic field to the weaker part. These materials will move from stronger part of the applied magnetic field to the weaker, stronger to weaker. Then, suppose I take the diamagnetic material and keep it or fill it in a U-tube. I had taken liquid diamagnetic substance and I have kept it. I have next property over. Seventh property. Suppose I have taken a diamagnetic material and I have taken one U-tube, and suppose I keep initial level of the liquid diamagnetic substance, and if I apply external magnetic field to it, then what will happen? Suppose this is N and S pole, then it is observed that suppose this is initial level of the diamagnetic substance in a U-tube, then after application of magnetic field, this level will get reduced. This level of the diamagnetic substance will get reduced. This is the property of diamagnetic substances. Therefore, there will be decrease in the length. Initially, the material was here, but after application of external magnetic field, this depth will get reduced. This is also one of the property of diamagnetic substances. Then, suppose I have taken diamagnetic substances. I am having diamagnetic substance, and to this diamagnetic substance, this is diamagnetic substance, and to this diamagnetic substance, if external magnetic field is applied, then the line of force will not penetrate through the material. Line of force will not penetrate through the material, but they will move from the outside material. Number of line of flux will not penetrate through the diamagnetic material, but they will move from the outside material. Therefore, or there will be the late penetration of the line of flux through the diamagnetic substance. Therefore, we know that what is the mu? We have seen our last lecture, that is mu is nothing but the permeability. What is the permeability? Permeability is the ratio of the material to the permeability of free space. That is, the number of line of force passing through the material are less as compared to the number of line of force passing outside the material, that is mu naught, that is absolute permeability. This is the line of force passing through the material, and these are the line of force passing through air or vacuum. So this ratio becomes greater, mu naught becomes greater than mu. Mu naught becomes greater than mu. Hence, relative permeability for the diamagnetic substances is less than 1. That is, the value of relative permeability for the diamagnetic substance is negative. Is negative. Then what about magnetic susceptibility? Then we know that magnetic susceptibility chi is the ratio of magnetization produced or the intensity of magnetization to the applied magnetic field. In case of diamagnetic materials, these are very rigid. They will not allow the line of flux to penetrate through them. Therefore, it is very difficult to magnetize them. This is also one of the property, that it is very difficult to magnetize the diamagnetic substances. Then, so because of this, if we applied magnetic field, then magnetization produced is also very less, and hence the susceptibility value for the diamagnetic substances is also less than 1, and hence the susceptibility of diamagnetic substances is negative. Susceptibility value of diamagnetic substances is also negative. So we have seen few of the properties of diamagnetic substances. Then the susceptibility of diamagnetic substances is independent of temperature. It means that their susceptibility value will not get affected by the change in temperature. This is one more property of the diamagnetic substances. Susceptibility, I will use its notation card. Susceptibility is independent of temperature. And last one is the example of diamagnetic substances. Example of diamagnetic substances are copper, then gold, silver, bismuth, and in liquid materials it is water, alcohol. These are the examples of diamagnetic substances. So student, let's revise today's lectures once again. We have started with diamagnetic materials. Diamagnetic materials are the materials. If we applied magnetic field to them, they get magnetized. If we remove the applied magnetic field, they again get demagnetized. It means that their magnetism will not persist if we remove the applied magnetic field. And this happens because these materials will not have any natural dipole moments in them. But when we, because the spin and orbital moments will get cancelled, and because of that they are not having natural dipole moments. If we applied magnetic field, then they will have induced dipole moments in them. These magnetic materials are very difficult to magnetize because magnetic field will not penetrate through them. Example of these diamagnetic materials are the superconductors. Type 1 superconductors are the materials which will show diamagnetism, that is magnetic field will not penetrate through them, and this effect is called as Meissner effect. During looking into the superconductors, we will look into detail the what is Meissner effect. Here you only concentrate that one of the example of diamagnetic materials is type 1 superconductors. Then one by one we have seen the properties, such as if we take a diamagnetic substance and place it in a uniform magnetic field, and if we take a bar magnet of it which is suspended from a rigid support, then this bar magnet will align itself in a direction perpendicular to applied magnetic field. The next property is that if we take the liquid form of these diamagnetic substances or any hard diamagnetic substance and keep it at the center of any plate and apply the magnetic field, then this substance will move from stronger part of the magnetic field to the weaker part. This is the property of diamagnetic substance. If we take use tube like this and fill it with diamagnetic substance and fill it with liquid diamagnetic substance, and if we apply a magnetic field to it, then what is observed, the depth of this liquid will get decreased. Then if we place diamagnetic substance in a magnetic field, then magnetic line of flux will not penetrate through them, or very negligible amount of magnetic line of flux will penetrate through them, and most of the magnetic line of flux will pass through the air or vacuum besides it. Hence, the relative permeability value for these materials comes out less than 1, that is their relative permeability value is negative. Then in case of susceptibility, we know that susceptibility is the ratio of magnetization produced upon applied magnetic field. Here also, as we have already discussed, that if we applied magnetic field, they are very rigid to pass the magnetic line of flux. Therefore, magnetization produced is very low, and hence susceptibility value is also less than 1, that is susceptibility of diamagnetic substance is negative, and type 1 superconductors are perfectly diamagnetic in nature. Then susceptibility is independent of temperature. If we increase or decrease the temperature of these materials, there will not be any effect on the susceptibility value of these diamagnetic materials. And lastly, we have seen few of the examples based on these diamagnetic materials, and these are copper, gold, silver, bismuth, water and alcohol. Thank you.